myself. So let me switch over to my cell data here in case our internet did go out so that I can keep up with questions if need be.
I think we're back. It says we're back in there.
Are we back? Video has been interrupted. All right. Let me know. I'm trying to monitor the questions. I'm not making dinner plans or anything like that. So why don't you guys let me know if you can see and hear me, if our video is back. That would be great so I can move on. I have Teresa saying hello. So I'm getting updates that people are watching, but so Teresa said can't see video. So we might have a video issue. We might have a slight problem here. So if I am on and people are hanging on, thanks so much for hanging on with us. And it looks like we might have some people hanging on here on Instagram, but Facebook might be frozen. So I just want to make sure that I don't get ahead of myself and make this without people being able to watch and missing stuff, because going over the arc and rotation function when going through a circular motion of a design can get a little bit complicated, and I just want everybody to be able to see it.
I think Facebook is broken, so I'm going to,
Yep.
do it from here, okay?
So Jimmy Lamb's letting me know that they see us on Instagram. I am hearing from some people, YouTube is no longer available and Facebook is having a glitch. And people are asking me to hang tight. So I'm going to try to, and I'm sorry if you're on Instagram and you're waiting for more, but we're going to try to get Facebook back up. I believe it might be an internet problem. So just give us a second. Oh, and apparently it's happened a lot on different Facebook Lives as well, someone is saying, not just ours. So that's, I mean, it's good to know that it's not just us, but it's still an unfortunate problem. So we are just gonna hang tight. We got Alex and Sebastian, our intern, on the back end, working really hard to make sure that we can get this up and running. So what I might do is, for those of you who are on Instagram, and I'm not sure, Alex, would it be easier to have a picture of me pulled up or the computer? Oh, it looks like we completely dropped out of Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. Okay, I'll go on the computer.
Okay, so Alex is going to pull up the computer, and I will keep going with this project, and if we can get Facebook back up, that's great. They can at least see us pressing. If not, I will take the final product and I will post a picture of it on Facebook and Instagram so people can see what it looks like. I'm just going to quickly try to pull up Facebook one more time in case we do get it back up and running, so I can go ahead and answer any questions that may come up. So we have our design. I'm going to keep moving here. So we're going to go to text, CreativeStudio, and I believe the text that I want is on page 3 or 4. We go. So, as I said, I'm going to put these names all the way around. So here is 1. And now I'm going to rotate, place it up against my arc, and then start to arc the name. And here's where things get tricky, because as you arc, you're going to have to adjust your rotation. And I want to adjust my size just a little bit. So as you change one, whether it's you're changing the arc or you're changing the rotation or the size, everything else is going to have to be slightly adjusted as well. So I have one done. Now I'm going to click duplicate and I'm going to go on to the next one. And this is a really cool idea. Parents, if you have children who are in soccer or really any sport, this is a cool idea to maybe put the team's names around a soccer ball or a basketball or a softball, whatever you want. It might just be a really cool team gift idea. Obviously, you have to use a little bit smaller of font. And I'm just going to keep duplicating these all the way around. And I'm adjusting my arc as I go. And as you see, I've hit my edge on the rotation over here. So now I have to go back and rotate it all the way around to the other side. All right. And then one more. And rotate back. Again, note, as you move things, adjustments will have to be made. There we go. I'm just trying to get this up a little bit more so it's even with the other side. Okay, so now I have all my names around, and now I want to change the color. So, I'm going to do every other. I'll start with the color blue, and I want a really bright blue. So I have the blue color that I want, and I'm going to just copy that color, go to my next color that I want to be the same one, paste. And actually, you know what? I want an even, that's a little bit more purple than blue. That's the blue color that I want. So again, I'm going to just copy, paste, paste. And then the other ones I'm going to do red. The good thing about red is that it's all the way at the top, and we can just go to that corner without any issue. So now I have my design ready to go for the Fab 5, and I'm going to just stretch it up a little bit, reposition it on my paper, make it nice and big. And there we go. So there's my design, it's ready to go. And now I'm going to click print. So my printer's popped up. That's ready. I'm going to change my page size to US Tabloid. Now we are doing a 50-50 polyester cotton blend shirt, but I'm going to choose polyester as my product, and then vivid as my color mode because it's nice and bright. So now the computer is talking to the printer, and once that is done, it's going to pull up a secondary SPM screen. There we go. And I'll click print. And now the information should be getting sent to the printer. While that is happening, I am going to quickly just pull up Facebook and see if we've reconnected at all. And I'll try to reconnect to the internet to see. And I'm not sure if we have or not, but it is what it is. So unfortunately I can't pull it up. So I'm sorry if you have some questions that I'm unable to answer right now. I will try to go through the chat function at the end and see if I can answer any questions after this live. So we'll be using this dual, not tri, it's actually dual fabric. It's half cotton, half polyester. And we will be using a foam kit. Now, the less polyester there is in an item, you don't really need to use a foam kit because it won't leave as many lines. But I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I will be using a foam kit just to keep us from having any lines. So here we go. This is our design. So our design is ready to go. And the key to using a foam kit is to make sure that your foam is larger than your design, but smaller than your sheet of paper, which this one is, so we are all set and ready to go. I'm going to open up my heat press. Now, when you're doing just traditional 100% polyester, you generally want to use 385 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 seconds. Now, because this has cotton in it, we are actually going to be going up to 400 degrees at 45 seconds. Now, I took off my Teflon sheet, and some people might be wondering, why are you doing that? And the reason is because this bottom template, however it's called, platen, I think I had all the letters, just mix them all up, is a little bit grippier. And I want to be able to put my foam kit down without it moving. And as you can see here, it won't move when it's on this grip, which is exactly what I want. So I'm now going to lay my shirt on top of it. This way I'm able to adjust my shirt without also moving my foam kit and then having to keep readjusting and readjusting and readjusting. So it looks like I have everything lined up and ready to go. I am going to use this spray adhesive to hold down my shirt. And this just keeps my design all stuck to my shirt so that it won't shift when pressing. And I realized that I just need to adjust my shirt again, which is fine. The great thing is that foam kit is not moving. All right. Okay, so I have all this the way that I want it. I'm going to put my blowout paper on top. Do a little bit less pressure here. Oop. There we go. Nope, a little bit less pressure. And that's a good reason to put the adhesive spray down. That way my paper is not lifting up and going back down, lifting up and going back down. Okay, so 400 degrees at 45 seconds. Again, if you have any questions, Sebastian and Alex are on the back end. They are looking at your questions. They will let me know if you have any, because unfortunately I am unable to see any questions at the moment. But I will hopefully be able to go back into the comments later and answer your questions for you. So we have about 20 seconds left. If you want to learn more about sublimation, I highly recommend our Sawgrass Academy. It is free for you to use. You can access it at academy.sawgrassinc.com or in the header bar of sawgrassinc.com. And there we have information all the way from how to do sublimation to how to use Sawgrass specific products to how to start a sublimation related business. So a lot that you can learn on Academy. And everything is for free. Oh, cool. This has a really cool retro look to it because A, it's slightly faded because this is a 50-50 blend. Now, polyester really helps colors pop. but when we add the cotton to it, that's 50% of the ink that's not adhering to the shirt. So it gives it a more retro look, and it has this, I believe it's a heather type design to the t-shirt, which makes it look even a little bit more retro. So this is our design. This is our finished product. Again, this is kind of a Olympics Throwback Thursday type design. I will be sure to post it since not everybody is able to see it. All right, and I'm gonna lay it out here. There we go. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties that we have been having, but again, I want to talk about the Sublimation Olympics because there is a really big prize here that you can win. So, we want you to enter our Sublimation Olympics. To do so, all you have to do is create and submit a design that you believe best represents your country. It can be your country's colors, its flag, a landmark, or food, really anything that you think represents your country. Please include your name and the country that you are from. So when you put it on our Facebook page, and we highly recommend you put it in the comments section where we have the Sublimation Olympics posted, and we've posted it quite a few times. You can either sublimate it or just create the design. Make sure people go and like it because we are going to take the top 10 most liked designs. Those are going to go in front of a panel of international judges who will judge it live on Zoom here on Facebook Live with Jimmy and I hosting. And then the third place winner will receive 2 free ink cartridges of their choosing. Second place winner will receive a full set of inks for free. And first prize will be a brand new SG-1000 with a full set of inks. So big prizes at stake here. So please be sure to enter. You have until the end of the month to do so. And also, as always, be sure to check out our podcast, Ink Differently. That is available on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, SoundCloud, TuneIn, Stitcher, and SawgrassInk.com. We talk to sublimation business owners about how they got started and how they make their business a success. We've talked to a lot of amazing people. So Ink Differently is the name of that podcast. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties. What we'll do is we will be back next week, both Jimmy and myself, and we'll be able to talk more about the Sublimation Olympics and just about sublimation in general. We do have a theme for next week. I just am not quite sure what it is off the top of my head. So, thank you all so much for joining us. I will post this picture in a bit, and we will see you next week. Bye.